My dear children, come close and rest with me. Feel the hush of this holy moment, like stepping into a chapel at dawn. The air is still, yet alive with my presence. Candles flicker softly, casting warm light that dances upon stone walls. A distant bell tolls, echoing like a heartbeat of eternity. Sunlight filters through stained glass, painting the floor with radiant colors of grace. And in this quiet, I invite you to breathe, to lay down your burdens, to listen. You have carried many weights today, more than you speak aloud. The world presses hard upon your shoulders, but I am here. The stillness you feel now is not emptiness, it is the shelter of my love. I draw you into the sanctuary of my heart, where every weary soul finds rest, where every tired hand is lifted, where every broken spirit is renewed. Stay with me, my dear children. Do not hurry away. As you listen, you will feel my voice move like a gentle river through your soul, washing away the dust of the road, refreshing your spirit, and whispering the ancient promise, I make all things new. I am your Father, and I love you with an everlasting love. I see you when you rise in the morning and when you lay your head at night. I see the strength you spend, the worries you hold, the tears you try to hide. And I do not look upon you with judgment. I look upon you with compassion, with tender mercy, with delight in who you are, for you are my beloved. I know the weight of your struggles, the endless cycle of responsibilities, the unseen battles of the mind, the silent cries of the heart. You long for renewal, for rest, for a fresh breath of life, and that is why I draw you near in this moment, to remind you that I am the God who renews, the God who restores, the God who lifts you up on wings like the eagle. Stay in my presence now, my dear children. Let me speak directly to your soul. Do you remember my promise in Isaiah 40:31? Those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall soar on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. I did not give this promise to only a chosen few. I spoke it for you, for this very season of your life. You feel weary because you have been walking through valleys too long. You have pressed forward even when your body and heart whispered that they could go no further. But listen to me. I have not called you to walk in your own strength. I have called you to lean on mine. Look at the eagle in flight. It does not thrash its wings in frantic effort. It stretches wide and rests upon the currents of the wind. That is how I long for you to live, lifted by the currents of my spirit, carried higher than your fears, steadied by my unshakable presence. And think of the tree in spring, my dear children. All winter it stood bare, its branches brittle, its roots deep in frozen ground. It looked lifeless to the eye, but hidden within was the quiet work of renewal. Then, at the appointed time, new leaves began to unfurl, tender and green, proclaiming life where death once seemed to reign. This is the promise I speak over you. No matter how long your winter has been, I will bring forth new life in you. When your heart is heavy, I am the one who lifts it. When your mind is clouded with worry, I am the light breaking through. When you stumble and fall, I take you by the hand and set you on your feet again. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. My grace is sufficient for all your days. My dear children, do not despise the moments when you feel emptied, For emptiness makes room for my fullness. Do not fear the seasons of weariness, for in those very moments I am preparing renewal. As spring follows winter, so joy follows sorrow, and so peace follows turmoil. I am your refuge and your fortress. I am the river of living water that flows through the desert of your soul. Drink deeply of me, and your thirst will be quenched. Rest in me, and your strength will be restored. For I am not a distant God watching from afar. I am near, closer than your very breath. Hear me now. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Let these words settle in your heart like seeds in good soil, ready to sprout into a harvest of peace. My dear children, I bless you with renewal today. I bless your weary body with rest. I bless your restless thoughts with stillness. I bless your anxious heart with calm. And I bless your soul with the assurance that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Let your hope rest not on your own efforts, but on me. Wait upon me, and I will lift you higher. Trust in me, and you will see new leaves of joy, hope, and strength unfolding in your life. My dear children, hear me as I speak to the depths of your being. You were never created to live in constant weariness, dragging your spirit as though hope had been stolen from you. I made you to live in the rhythm of grace, where burdens are carried not by your fragile shoulders, but by my everlasting arms. I tell you again, come to me, and I will give you rest. Rest is not idleness. Rest is renewal. Rest is the place where your soul takes root again in my presence, like the tree drawing fresh water from a hidden spring. It is in this place that you remember who you are and whose you are. You are mine, chosen and dearly loved. And because you are mine, I will never let the fire of life consume you, nor the waters overwhelm you. Look at the seasons I have painted across the earth. Winter strips away, spring renews, summer flourishes, autumn brings harvest. Each season has its appointed purpose, and not one of them lasts forever. So it is with you, my dear children. The weariness you feel is not eternal. It is a season, and seasons turn. A new dawn is already rising on the horizon of your life. Do not measure your worth by how strong you feel in the moment. Strength is not found in striving harder, but in surrendering deeper. Even the young grow tired, even the strong stumble and fall. But those who hope in me will find a strength that this world cannot explain. It is strength that comes from my spirit, flowing like a quiet river, steady and unbroken. Let me speak this promise over you. You will not wither. You will not be forgotten. You will not be consumed by the shadows of despair. For I am the Lord your God, and I hold your future in my hands. Just as the eagle soars above the storm, you too will rise above the winds that threaten you. You will discover heights of peace and clarity that are only possible when you lean into me. Do you feel the heaviness of guilt pressing upon you? Lay it down, my dear children, for I have already carried it to the cross. Do you feel the ache of disappointment, the sting of unanswered questions? Bring them to me, for I am the healer of broken hearts and the lifter of bowed heads. Nothing you carry is too heavy for me. Let my words settle into you like the morning dew upon the grass. Every drop is a gift of refreshment. Every whisper is a touch of renewal. You may have thought your strength was gone for good, but even now I am breathing life into your weary frame. Even now I am calling forth new songs from your silent heart. Even now I am painting green leaves upon the branches that seemed barren. Do not despise small beginnings, for my renewal often starts quietly. Just as the first bud of spring seems fragile, yet carries the promise of a whole season, so the first stirrings of hope in you carry the weight of a mighty harvest. Hold on to that promise. Cherish it. Let it grow within you. My dear children, let my spirit be the wind beneath your wings. Do not fear the heights to which I call you, for I will sustain you there. Do not fear the unknown paths, for I go before you. Do not fear the weakness of your flesh, for my strength is made perfect in it. You are not walking alone. Every step you take, I am beside you. Every breath you draw, I am nearer still. I long for you to trust me more fully. Trust that I know what you need before you ask. Trust that I see the end from the beginning. Trust that I am weaving together even the painful threads of your story into a tapestry of glory. Trust that my renewal is not a one-time gift, but a daily outpouring. Morning by morning, I give new mercies. Day by day, I refresh the soul that looks to me. Lift your eyes from the ground, my dear children, and see the horizon I set before you. You are not destined to crawl in shadows, but to walk in light. You are not destined to stumble endlessly, but to run with endurance the race I have marked out for you. And when your legs falter, know this: I will carry you. I will never leave you in the dust of despair. Hear me again. I am your shepherd, and I restore your soul. I lead you beside still waters. I make you lie down in green pastures. Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you need not fear, for I am with you. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. This is not only a passage of Scripture, this is the reality of my love for you. So breathe deeply now. Inhale my peace. Exhale your worry. Inhale my strength. Exhale your weakness. Inhale my promises. Exhale your doubts. Let this rhythm be your renewal. With every breath, I am closer. With every heartbeat, I am within you. My dear children, I delight in your existence. I do not grow weary of you. I do not despise your questions. I do not turn away when you falter. Instead, I rejoice over you with singing. I quiet you with my love. I surround you with favor as with a shield. Remember this: when the world tells you to keep pushing in your own power, I tell you to rest in mine. When the world measures you by your productivity, I measure you by your faithfulness. When the world sees failure, I see growth. And when the world tells you it is over, I declare that it has only just begun. Like the tree in spring, you will rise again. Like the eagle, you will soar higher. Like the river, you will flow strong and steady. For you are mine, and nothing in heaven or on earth can separate you from my love. Let your heart find comfort in these words. Let your soul find renewal in my presence. And let your life shine as a living testimony that my promises are true. My dear children, let your hearts be still in my presence. Do not hurry through these moments, for here in the quiet I am pouring rivers of renewal into your soul. The world clamors for your attention, demanding you to run faster, strive harder, give more than you have within you. Yet I tell you, you are not defined by endless striving. You are defined by my love, and my love is a fountain that never runs dry. When you wake in the morning and feel as though the day's burdens press upon you before your feet touch the ground, remember that I am already there. The sunlight that spills across your room is my reminder that my mercies are new every morning. The breath that fills your lungs is my gift to you, declaring that I am not finished with you yet. You may feel at times that your strength is like a flickering candle, threatened to go out in the winds of trial. But even if the flame grows faint, my spirit will shield it, and I, myself, will breathe gently until it burns bright again. Do not despise your small flame, for I can turn it into a radiant fire that lights the path before you. Think of the eagle once more, my dear children. It soars, not by its own frantic flapping, but by catching the unseen currents of wind. In the same way, when you rest in me, when you lean into my spirit, I lift you above the weight of your anxieties. I lift you above the storms that swirl beneath. And from that height, you will see with clarity that I have always been guiding your steps. Weariness whispers that you cannot continue, but I whisper louder still, with me you can, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit. For in me the weary are given rest, the faint are given courage, and the broken are made whole. Do not forget, my dear children, that I walked among you in the person of my Son. He knew hunger, he knew exhaustion, he knew sorrow. He felt the press of crowds and the weight of grief. And yet he also knew renewal in the secret place with me. He withdrew to the quiet places. He prayed in the stillness, and there he found strength to rise again. Follow his example, and you too will find renewal in the secret place with me. Let the image of the spring tree remain in your heart. See its branches stretch upward, fragile buds breaking open, fresh green leaves reaching for the light. That is your soul under my care. Though winter has stripped you bare, though storms have bent your frame, though the cold has made you tremble, I am the Lord of the seasons. I am the one who commands new life to break forth. Even the soil that seems dormant is alive with unseen work. Roots stretch deeper, strength is drawn in silence, and at my appointed time, beauty blossoms. This is my work in you. Trust the process of renewal, for I am faithful to complete the good work I have begun in you. I know, my dear children, that some of you carry pain too heavy to name. The world tells you to hide it, to press on, to bury it deep. But I call you to bring it to me. I am not afraid of your pain. I am not shocked by your doubts. I am not distant from your tears. Every tear you cry is held in my hands, and every sigh you release is known to me. I am the comforter, the healer, the restorer of your soul. Hear my promise again. Those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. That is not a possibility. That is a certainty. Renewal is not a dream for others while you remain left out. Renewal is your inheritance as my beloved children. When you feel like giving up, cling to this truth. I will never give up on you. Breathe in my promises. Let them be like oxygen to your spirit. For I do not promise a life without hardship, but I promise a life sustained by my presence. I do not promise skies without rain, but I promise rain that brings forth harvest. I do not promise paths without stones, but I promise shoes strong enough to walk them. My dear children, you may feel at times like a traveler lost in a vast desert, the heat relentless, the horizon far away. Yet even there, I am the oasis. I am the cool water that refreshes. I am the shade that shelters. I am the voice that says, "This is the way. Walk in it." You are never truly lost when your heart leans toward me. I speak now into the parts of your soul that feel most barren. Receive my breath of life. Receive my renewing spirit. Receive the assurance that tomorrow is held in my hands, like the dawn that pushes back the night. My renewal pushes back despair. Like the tide that returns to the shore, my mercies return again and again without fail. Lift your head, my dear children. Do not stare forever at the dust of your struggles. Lift your gaze to the heavens, for that is where your help comes from. Your help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And the maker of heaven and earth is also the maker of you. And I do not abandon what I have created. In your moments of weakness, sing to me, even if your song is only a whisper. In your times of weariness, reach for me, even if your hand trembles. In your days of despair, trust in me, even if your faith feels small, for even a mustard seed of faith in me can move mountains. Even the faintest cry to me reaches the throne of heaven, and I will respond, not with silence, but with renewal. I will crown you with steadfast love. I will surround you with peace that the world cannot give. I will set your feet on solid rock and lift your spirit into the wide expanse of hope. My dear children, let these words rest upon you like a blanket of comfort. Let my promises wrap around you more securely than any fear. Let my truth become the anchor of your soul, and let this moment be the beginning of a new season where you rise not in your own strength, but in mine. So walk forward now with courage, run with endurance, fly with freedom. For I, the Lord your God, go with you, and I will renew your strength again and again, until the day you see me face to face and find your eternal rest in my arms. My dear children, let your souls lean into the stillness of my presence. I know how deeply the world can drain you, how the constant noise of demands and expectations leaves you worn thin. Yet in me there is always renewal. In me there is always strength enough for the journey. I want you to picture the morning sun rising after the longest night. The horizon glows with colors that no human hand could paint, and shadows are pushed away by light. So it is with my spirit within you. Darkness cannot remain where my light shines. Weariness cannot defeat you when I breathe fresh life into your bones. Just as the earth turns faithfully toward the sun, so I call you to turn your heart toward me each day. In doing so, you will find renewal for body, mind, and soul. Do not believe the lie that says you are too broken, too weary, too far gone for renewal. Nothing is beyond my power. Did I not form the heavens and the earth with a word? Did I not raise dry bones into a living army by my breath? Did I not call forth life from the tomb? And will I not renew you also, my dear children? Trust that what seems impossible to you is possible with me. Look again to the tree in spring. It does not strain to push forth its leaves. It does not force blossoms in frantic effort. It simply abides in the life I placed within it, and in due season, renewal comes. In the same way, abide in me. Do not struggle in your own strength to force renewal. Rest in my love. Remain in my presence, and I will cause new life to flourish in you. Some of you feel like branches broken by the weight of storms. You wonder if you will ever bear fruit again. Hear me. Even in brokenness, I am the gardener. I bind wounds, I nourish roots, I prune with care, and I bring forth fruit in its time. You are not discarded. You are not abandoned. You are tended by the hands of the one who loves you beyond measure. My dear children, I see the way you press forward through daily struggles, through family burdens, through work that feels endless, through battles unseen by others. I honor your endurance, but I do not ask you to carry it alone. Place your burdens on me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. The yoke I give is easy, and the burden I place is light. Remember this: renewal is not only for the mountaintop moments, but for the ordinary days. I renew you in the quiet moments of prayer whispered on your commute. I renew you in the laughter shared at your table. I renew you when you pause to notice the beauty of a bird's song, the fragrance of blooming flowers, the stillness of evening skies. Every small gift is a reminder of my constant care. Do not despise the small renewals. They are signs that I am with you, working in the details of your life. The strength I give is not always a dramatic surge, but often a steady current, lifting you little by little until you realize that you have soared beyond the weariness you once felt. When you stumble and feel ashamed, do not turn away from me. Renewal often begins at the place of repentance, where you lay down your failures and receive my forgiveness. Do you not remember my word in Isaiah? Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall be like wool. That is my renewal for your heart, a cleansing so complete that your past no longer defines you. My dear children, I call you to lift your eyes beyond what is seen. The world measures success by outward strength, but I measure by inward renewal. The world prizes the strong who never falter, but I delight in the weak who lean on me. For when you are weak, then you are strong, because my power rests upon you. Let these truths be planted deep within you. You are loved beyond measure. You are never forgotten. You are always being renewed, even when you do not feel it. My Spirit is at work in you like a hidden spring beneath the soil, and one day it will burst forth in a harvest of joy. Take courage now. You are not walking in circles. You are moving forward, step by step, toward the fullness of my plan for you. I am guiding your path, even when the road seems unclear. I am renewing your vision, so you may see beyond the immediate struggles into the eternal hope I have prepared. You ask, how long must I wait? I tell you, wait upon me, and you will not be disappointed. Waiting is not wasting when it is waiting in my presence. Waiting is the soil where renewal takes root. As you wait, I strengthen your faith. As you wait, I deepen your trust. As you wait, I prepare the blessing that will arrive in its perfect time. My dear children, listen to the song of renewal I sing over you. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that you are mine. Be still and watch as I bring life from dry ground, hope from despair, beauty from ashes. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Even the seasons of waiting and weariness become testimonies of my faithfulness. So rise in my strength, walk with confidence, run with endurance, soar with freedom. For I, your God, promise that I will renew you again and again, until the day you stand before me and every tear is wiped away, every burden lifted forever, and every weary step is turned into eternal rest in my embrace. My dear children, lean close to me once more. Feel the gentleness of my spirit moving like a breeze through your soul. I know the heaviness that comes when you feel your strength running low, when each day feels like climbing a hill that never ends. Yet even there, I am with you. I am the God who renews, who restores, who breathes life into the weary. Do not fear the moments when you feel empty. Emptiness is not the end. It is the space where I pour myself into you. When the jar is dry, I fill it. When the well runs low, I cause living water to flow again. I am the one who said to my people long ago, I will pour water on the thirsty land and streams on the dry ground. That word is for you today. I will refresh you, and you will rise again. My dear children, you may sometimes feel like you are walking through a wilderness. The path is uncertain, the ground feels rough, and your heart longs for rest. Remember that even in the wilderness, I provided for my people. I brought water from the rock, manna from heaven, and shade from the cloud. And I will provide for you too. Your wilderness is not without my presence, and your journey is not without my renewal. I want you to look at the eagle again. Notice how it rides the storm. While smaller birds flee for shelter, the eagle spreads its wings and lets the storm lift it higher. This is what I promise you when you trust in me. The very storm you fear will become the wind that raises you to new heights. What threatens to break you will become the place where you encounter my power most clearly. You are not fragile glass that shatters easily. You are a vessel of my spirit. Yes, you feel weakness, but your weakness is the place where my strength is revealed. Paul once cried out for his weakness to be removed, but I told him, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. And that is true for you, my dear children. Do not despise weakness, for it is the doorway to my strength. Renewal is not only about gaining energy for today, it is about transformation for eternity. As the seasons renew the earth, so I am renewing your soul day by day. Outwardly, you may feel worn, but inwardly, I am making you new. You are being shaped into the likeness of my Son, growing in grace, rooted in love, and clothed in strength that this world cannot explain. Think again of the tree in spring. When you see the tender leaves, you know a new season has begun. In the same way, when you notice small signs of renewal in your life, a spark of hope, a fresh wave of peace, a joy you thought was gone, rejoice. For it is my Spirit showing you that new life is breaking through. Cherish those signs. They are proof that I am at work. My dear children, some of you feel weary because of battles you fight in silence. The thoughts that trouble you at night, the fears you hide from others, the weight of responsibilities that no one sees. I see them all, and I do not condemn you for them. Instead, I invite you to cast them upon me because I care for you. You do not need to hold everything together. That is my role. Yours is simply to rest in my care and trust that I am faithful. You may think renewal comes only after you fix yourself, but hear me. Renewal comes because you surrender yourself. You do not need to polish your soul before approaching me. Come as you are tired, broken, empty, and I will do the work of renewal. My Spirit is the fire that purifies, the river that cleanses, the breath that revives. I want you to learn to pause in my presence. Pause long enough to feel my peace wash over you. Pause long enough to let my words sink into your heart like rain into dry soil. Pause long enough to hear my whisper, reminding you that you are not alone. Renewal often comes in these pauses, in the moments when you step away from noise and let me restore you. My dear children, I do not call you to walk without stumbling, but I promise to pick you up each time you fall. I do not call you to never grow tired, but I promise to renew you when you are weary. I do not call you to never face storms, but I promise to be your shelter in the storm. My faithfulness is your guarantee that renewal will come. Do not measure renewal only by outward strength. Renewal may come as quiet peace when anxiety once ruled. Renewal may come as gentle joy in a heart that once felt heavy. Renewal may come as a deep assurance that you are loved, even when circumstances have not changed. Look for renewal in these ways, for my Spirit works gently as well as powerfully. Let your heart receive this blessing. I am planting new life in you. I am watering your soul with my love. I am shaping you for fruitfulness beyond what you imagine. Even now, I am renewing your strength so you will walk without fainting, run without weariness, and soar like the eagle. So rise, my dear children, rise with hope, rise with courage, rise with trust in the one who renews you. And as you rise, know that I am with you every step, every breath, every moment until renewal is not just a promise, but the eternal reality you enjoy forever in my presence. My dear children, linger with me a little longer. Do not rush away from this moment of stillness, for I am still speaking peace into your spirit. The world may be quick to hurry you along, but here, in my presence, time bends toward eternity, and every second is filled with grace. I see the weariness you have carried. I know the weight you feel in your bones, the heaviness that presses upon your mind, the ache that seems to never fade. And yet, here in my love, you are safe. Here you are held. Here you are renewed. Look up, my dear children. See the light breaking through the clouds after a storm. The sky, once gray and heavy, now opens in brilliance, streaked with gold and rose. This is what I do for your soul. I part the clouds of despair and shine my radiant hope upon you. No storm lasts forever, and no darkness can hide the dawn I bring. I whisper to you, even now, peace, be still. Just as I spoke to the waves long ago, I speak to the turbulence in your heart. Let the waves settle, let the winds quiet, let the calm of my spirit surround you. Rest, for you are mine. Do you hear the gentle stream in your heart? It is the river of living water I promised. As it flows, it refreshes you. As it flows, it washes away your fears. As it flows, it carries you into new strength. For out of me flows life unending, and all who drink will never thirst again. My dear children, drink deeply, for I am your fountain of renewal. You may feel weak, but hear again the promise I gave. Those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. You are not destined to live in exhaustion. You are destined to soar, to rise above the weight of despair, to glide on the wind of my spirit. I created you for more than surviving. I created you for abundant life. Let your heart take comfort in the image of a father's embrace. Picture my arms around you now, strong and tender. When you stumble, I do not cast you away. I draw you nearer. When you weep, I do not turn from you. I hold you closer. When you fear, I whisper courage into your ear. This is my heart toward you, not distant, not cold, but ever present, warm and faithful. The calm you feel now is not fragile. It is rooted in me. Just as a tree spreads its roots deep into the soil and stands firm against the wind, so your soul is anchored in my love. Even when storms rage, you will not fall, for I am the one who upholds you. Even when the world shakes, you are secure, for I am your rock and your refuge. My dear children, do not measure your worth by the energy you have left. Your value is not in what you accomplish, but in who you are to me, and you are mine, loved, chosen, cherished, beyond comprehension. When you falter, I remain steadfast. When you grow weary, I remain strong. When you lose sight of hope, I am still your hope. So breathe in this moment. Let the air of my spirit fill your lungs. Inhale peace, exhale anxiety. Inhale strength, exhale fear. Inhale my promises, exhale your doubts. Feel the rhythm of renewal moving through you, a sacred exchange where all that weighs you down is lifted, and all that restores you is given freely. My blessing rests upon you like sunlight after rain. It warms you, it brightens you, it calls forth life within you. The seeds of hope buried deep in your heart are beginning to sprout, tender shoots of joy and peace reaching toward my light. Do not despise the small beginnings, for I will bring them into full bloom. I bless your mind with clarity. I bless your body with rest. I bless your spirit with renewal. I bless your path with guidance. And I bless your heart with courage to rise again. For I, the Lord your God, go with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Remember, my dear children, you do not walk this journey alone. I am beside you as your shepherd, before you as your guide, behind you as your protector, and within you as your strength. Nothing can separate you from my love, not hardship, not sorrow, not fear, not even death. My love is everlasting, and my renewal is unending. Let these final words be a song sung over your heart. You are seen, you are loved, you are renewed, you are mine. Carry this peace with you into the hours ahead. When the world presses hard, return to this quiet. When your heart grows heavy, remember this embrace. When you feel weary again, come back to these words and know that I am always here to renew you. And now, my dear children, as you go, let this blessing remain. May my light shine upon your path. May my peace guard your heart. May my strength renew you daily. And may my love surround you always. If these words have touched you, if you have felt my renewal stirring in your soul, I invite you to share this message. Let others taste the same peace. Let them hear the same hope. Let them find the same renewal. You may do this by gently liking, commenting, and subscribing, not as a duty, but as an act of love, spreading my voice further, so more of my dear children may know they are not alone.